Spark City is the first of its kind immersive public art exhibition that lets you explore 6 of Dallas's most vibrant neighborhoods all under one roof, you guys. Paige is taking us inside one of the rooms while we celebrate one of North Texas's most iconic neighborhoods.
It may look like I'm kicking back in a wonderful Dallas neighborhood, but the reality is I am inside Spark Dallas for this fantastic installation called Spark City. This is Meg Bittner. She's the president of Spark Dallas to tell us more. This is fantastic, and it's a real celebration of the neighborhoods in Dallas.
Isn't it incredible?
It's incredible.
This was all put together by students. It celebrates all the diversity that Dallas offers in the art scene all over town.
Let's talk a little bit about Spark Dallas. This was kind of your creation from the beginning. You were able to build it up and make something really special. Tell me how it all began.
Yes, it's been great. There was actually owner-founders. We kind of took it off of the City Museum in St. Louis. It was the precipice of the whole thing. And then we just added more creativity to it. Instead of just being a fun place, we really teach children art and the access for all children.
And this is also a great place to be inspired. We're here and you can see some fantastic places. Bishop Arts is being celebrated with some iconic emblems of what we think about and what we know about this wonderful neighborhood. And as you said, this was all done by students at a particular high school. Tell me about that while we see some pictures of these students doing this art off-site.
Yes, 2 of the rooms were done by this room that we're currently in, the Bishop Arts, and the Oak Cliff room were done by Conrad High School, and a group of 4 high school students. And then they put together their drawings, and then they brought it to life off-site, and then came in and put it all in here.
Well, and as you can see, as we go through, you're able to kind of look into different, take a creative peek into these very iconic neighborhoods. We're, of course, in Southside on Lamar. This is actually where the building is, right, where Spark Dallas resides, the Cedars here in Dallas. This is beautiful, and it's, what do you tell students before they begin the process of creativity?
Well, we ask them to take the rooms, take the areas of the city, and actually explore them and see what they were about and what they want to bring to this. This room was actually done by a woman that lives in the building. She lives here in Southside on Lamar, Erica Bauer. She's a local artist. She helped the children with some of their creative concepts, and she wanted to really take this room on herself.
And what I love too is that you're using all different types of art in all of its different forms. As we enter into this room, wow, I'm seeing a lot of World Cup represented. We are celebrating along with the world here in North Texas. Tell me about this room, how it was created, the faces on these walls, and what the inspiration was behind this.
Yeah, this is our
area.
Vickery Meadows room. This is a fabulous rendition. These are actually students and people that live in the Vickery Meadows. If you notice, the art comes and goes. It changes with color. It gives them breath and life as they change with the color. This, again, of course, is all their apartment complexes and where they live, and the floor showcases all of the many languages spoken in Vickery Meadows. And a lot of time and energy was put into this with recycled materials, I might add. So it goes with what Spark is about.
And let's look at this floor in a little bit more depth, because it says a message, but it says it in lots of different languages.
Yeah, it is all the actually all the languages that are spoken in Vickery Meadows, which is crazy. You know, what a melting pot we have in our city. It's fabulous.
And I love the fact that you use the term melting pot. Not only is there a melting pot of creatives and people who are able to see the world through their own specific creative lens, but as you mentioned, the materials that have been used to come up with these different art installations, it's exciting. Yeah. And the fact that you're being thoughtful of Mother Earth in the process by using these recycled materials. That's really special as well.
Yeah, and it is one of our pillars of trying to use recycle upscale diamonds.
All right, well, the good news is we saw a few of these neighborhoods. We're going to have an opportunity to come back a little later on the show, and we're going to show you 3 more fun installations for this fantastic project called Spark City. Hey, what you reading? Huh. Looks interesting to me. I bet it's Dr. Seuss. I'm back here at Spark Dallas, where we're talking about this fantastic installation called Spark City. This is where we're celebrating the neighborhoods of Dallas, and I'm excited to introduce you again to Meg Bittner. check out this space. Let's dive a little deeper into what Spark Dallas is all about.
Sure. Spark Dallas is a creative environment for kids where we know that all children are creative when they're born. You just have to use it or you lose it, right? Even adults, use it or lose it. This is 11,000 square feet of climb crawl structure with a 16-foot slide that kids love, explore, a little bit scary, but that's okay. Kids need a little bit of scary these days.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
Have that little bit of fear. That also infuses creativity. When you're in difficult situations, you need to find your way out. And there's so many places to be inspired. And as we go in here, as you can see, the street signs are directing us into these wonderful different locations that you have here. Tell me, as we're entering into this room, it looks like to me, we may be going into Deep Ellum. It's all about the jazz. In fact, many people say this is where jazz was created, was right here in Deep Ellum.
And you can get on stage and make yourself known, become famous here at Spark.
It's very tempting for me not to take advantage of this, you know? You give me a microphone and we can see where we can go. But that again, we're celebrating not only the art, but we're celebrating music. And each neighborhood of Dallas has its own unique vibe and its own unique spirit. Deep Ellum really speaks to that. But I want to talk about the process itself because it begins with a sketch. We've got some photos of these kids' sketches, these drawings, and then to see them come to life, that's really exciting.
Yes, these rooms here were actually done by Booker T. Washington students. They created their sketches. They actually created 4 or 5, and we actually selected the top 2 that we preferred, that we liked. It was important to us that it wasn't just fine art, but you're right, the music arts were represented in it as well. So they took that and went with it and did a fabulous job.
They really did do a fabulous job because what they're doing is they're capturing the essence of these neighborhoods in such a special way. And wait just a minute, I recognize this guy. Guess where we are? We're in downtown Dallas. Tell me more about this fantastic installation.
Isn't this so creative where they used all the
piping,
all their piping and all their silver and made it look, you feel like you're downtown, uptown. This is a fabulous exhibit that we have started. It is sponsored in part by the City of Dallas Office of Arts and Culture. We could not have done it without them. These students worked tirelessly over 2 weekends to get this all installed. The rooms start white with nothing in them, and then they create.
And they have certainly created. And what's great too is to see through the lens of these kids, how they interpret their community, how they see their city, and pulling out specific elements. That is so special. But it's not just for kids. Adults, they can be just as inspired. It's never too early, never too late, rather, where you can exercise some of those creative muscles that may have been dormant for a while.
Right. I mean, we have adult nights. We have our next adult night is on August 3rd, where adults get to come in without children, and they get to enjoy all the things Spark. And today is our last family FIFA day. So we're open. This exhibit is open today from 1 to 5 for the FIFA game, and we show it on a big screen, and it's great.
All right. Well, as we round the corner here, I'm going to exit out this direction because there's a final message that you really want to share that I think is really important too. This kind of tells you, it gives you like a greeting card to remind people that to continue to have their imagination sparked, because this is what this is all about.
Yes, you get to leave your mark on Spark, which is so creative and fun. And the artwork in this room is done by artists that have come through just in our makerspace. These are just kids that have come through during the day or the week and created their own art in here for us to keep. So we love this room. This really represents what Spark is about. All the different thumbprints, all the different everything that goes on in this city.
I love the fact, because really, if you think about it, Dallas is a fantastic city to be inspired. There's so many things that you can do and you can explore. And to have your kids and family come here, this is a great destination for the summer where it's hot outside. I'm going to tell you, this space is downstairs. It's naturally cool in this basement area. And the whole family can come and enjoy it. There's something for everybody.
Yes, there definitely is something for everybody. And our makerspace, you get to create out of recycled materials, create whenever you want. We have people stay for hours and create as families. So it's not just a kid or an adult, it's a family venue.
Where can we get more information?
Yeah, you can get it at sparkdallas.org. We'd love for you to come by. We are open 1 to 5 during the weekdays, and we are open the weekends on Saturdays 10 to 3. and Sundays 1 to 5. And Spark City is open on Saturday and Sundays.
Thank you so much. This has been a lot of fun. We appreciate it.
Thank you for coming. We appreciate you.